Hey guys. Yeah, hey everybody. Acne is getting really bad. I need to start like really cleaning my face. I'm just like, not paying too much attention to my face, and so yeah, so I need to start cleaning it up. I mean, that's pretty sick. So, but every teenager, well, not every teenager, but most teenagers go through this. So, it's not like I'm the only one that has this acne problem. And some parents won't even give their kids products, so I feel bad for those kids that don't have that. Anyway, I'm going into. My hair's been really weird lately. I think it's just like a weird length, I guess, because sometimes, you see it really short, and you see it really long, and it's kind of like a weird length or whatever, but, Anyway, I'm gonna make a quick video. I'm giving you guys the Revenge of Ghostface plot. I haven't really, talked about the plot for Revenge, really, did I? I mean, I told you guys a few months ago that the script was done, and it was before I saw Scream 4, so it's like, I had Haunting done, and that was released, and then people absolutely loved it, I think so, I think you guys loved it. And then I gave, and I was talking about Revenge, and, it's very, very different from the first one. It's very different, because the movie begins, I'm not going to spoil, but it picks up where the first one left off, where she was escaping. Kind of get people back on track of what happened, And it's basically, it picks up from that and it goes, a completely different direction. Like, how Rob Zombie did Devil's Rejects, or he did his Halloween 2, it's completely different, from the first one. It doesn't have that same feel. It's really, really, really different. And that's what I kind of went for with this one. It feels absolutely like, I would think 100% different from the first one. I mean, it feels really different. It doesn't feel the same at all. Even though it is in the same locations as the first one, it feels completely different. And I don't know how. It's like every movie I do, it's like it has a different feel. You know what I mean? And it's from the same director and everything. And it's like, it's kind of strange. I mean, you've seen November 1st, and then November 2nd was different from November 1st, and then you see Haunting, and you're like, where's he gonna go with this? How can you really like pick up from what happened at the end of Haunting, where she is the killer? Cassidy is the killer, and it's weird because it's like, all right, am I gonna have her where she's just like weird and like snapped, but then like she becomes a good girl again in the second one, and she there's like like huge suspects of killers again, and I was like, I don't want to do that. I want to make like a big movie of Sydney as a killer, or Cassidy as a killer. I want her to be a killer and everything. And I want her to, murder people, and I want her to in brutal, gutty ways, and just a lot of blood and everything. It's just this, let's end 2011 with like just tons of blood and gore and deaths and all this stuff, and let's just go for it. And it's crazy because it's I mean, this year, what's it gonna be? December 18th. It's gonna be 15 years since Scream, and December 12th it'll be about 14 years since Scream 2, and today, not today. This year it was like 11 years since Scream 3. So, it's crazy, it's really crazy. But I think I'm releasing this movie at a good time. I'm really sorry I haven't shown the trailer, or I haven't had a test screening yet. I've been really, really worried about how this movie's going to go, because Cassie's like early in the film. I was writing the script because Cassidy was like, okay, Sandra, originally it was going to be Sandra, and she was going to do it, and she was going to be in like the entire film, and Sydney was going to have a big part. But then, you know what happened with Sandra. I don't need to go into that. But then Cassie like agreed to do it, but she said that I'm not going to be in it like entirely the entire film. She's like, I'm not going to be the main actress as I was in the first one. And I'm like, why? I mean, you know what I mean? Like, why would you want to like bail like that? So it's like I had to like completely not rewrite everything, but I had to cut her out a good length from the film. You know how Neve Campbell was in Scream 3? She was like barely in the film, like she was in it, but like not like too much, and it was like set around other characters. That's kind of like how Revenge is. If you guys are okay with that. I mean, you guys let me know. If you're not okay with that, you let me know, because I would totally understand. It's like, I mainly for revenge is I want to see Sydney as Ghostface, and I want to see her in the entire film, just like killing people and how she is inside her mind and everything. And that's what I think everybody wants to see. And this one, you really can't, because of Cassie didn't want to be in it too much, and I can't really stop her from that. You know what I mean? She would have quit if she was like in a big part. Like, you know what I mean? I was surprised that she like went, you know, she fell through on Haunting and she got it done. She almost quit. So now, basically the plot in this is it's set around her old friends that she had before she, you know, went nuts for weird reasons, killing her mom, and so it's like, she gets locked up, and she had that crazy dream, which was basically Haunting, and she escaped, and all her friends are basically, I guess, protecting themselves, but they kind of want to kill her, and she wants to kill them. So, you know, it's like, you know, it's like they're searching for her, and they want to kill her. I mean, they want to kill her. They want to get her, and who wouldn't? You know what I mean? It's like, if this girl's after you, I mean, of course, I mean, you want to defend yourself. You know, after her killing, you know, her mom, and she's just psycho and everything. It's like, you want to find her. You know what I mean? Or maybe not. Maybe you just don't even want to mess with it. But it's like, I'm scared to where I live now, because every time when I'm like in the wood, I mean, when I'm like, you know, in the woods, I'm always picturing that Sydney's in there, you know, about to get me. That's pretty creepy. I mean, this movie will kind of like make you not want to live in the falls, because the first one, it's like spooky ghost feeling, and then this one's just an evil revenge, bloody, gory mess thing. So it's like, this one has a red color tone. The first one had a blue color tone. This one has a red color tone. And I don't want to go overboard on the red. I don't want to make it too red, because I know it's a distracting color, because it really sticks out from the other colors. You know, a lot of people, their favorite color is red. So if they ever want to see it, I've always wanted to see a red color tone in a movie and see how they would do it. And it looks very interesting, I guess. It's very different from other colors in movies. I mean, you see, you know, blue, most blue. You see black colors, white colors. Yellowish colors. I mean, they always go for, like, you know, a gold look or silver, or those kind of looks and everything. And it's like, you know, it's like they've never really used red, you know. And for a film like this, I always wanted to use a red color tone. So it's basically, the plot is basically Sydney's friends, and I'm one of them. I have like my group. It's like a little group, and they're after her, and she's after us. So it's basically like a little war battle. And who will live and who will die? I know all you guys want to see me die. You know, like see me get killed by Sydney. But if I was gonna die in this one, it would have to be Sydney would have to get wounded up a bit. So you might see that. You know, me and her fighting in a really brutal way. You know, so. There's a lot to look forward to. There's a character named David, which is her brother. He's a very interesting character. I definitely wanted to use him. Had a good part in this one, and something weird about him. Very weird about him. Like, is he onto something? You know, is he involved with this killing? Is he, you know, you don't know what's going on. But then you wonder what Kyle. It's like, is Kyle involved with this? I mean, is there something going on with him and Sydney? Not like that. But, you know, it's like, is she helping her, like, you know, like with the killing and stuff like that, and then you got other characters like Nick Longo, you know, what's good, you know, you remember him. He's one of Kyle's friends, and he's very interesting character, I guess. I basically made his character like a druggy character, because he's always messed up on stuff. His character, of course, not him in real life, but. And then his girlfriend, Desi, her name is Desi, she plays the character Sarah. I don't know why I'm laughing at that, I'm sorry. That's so horrible. She's one of Kyle's friends too, and she's I'll just see the movie. Sorry to the actors. It's just like Well, it's time for someone new to die. Sorry to Desi. If you see this video, yeah. Uh, she's only in like one scene because I didn't get her like available to finish it. These characters might be undeveloped, and I'm trying not to have that happen. So I'm really worried about what you guys are gonna think of this movie because it's like didn't really turn out the way I was planning it to be. But like, it's got some. I mean, Officer Dell's back. You know, that's really cool. And his scene between me and him is like awesome. I mean, you guys probably saw me arrested in that video, and you're like, "Ooh, why is he arrested?" You know, like what's going on there? It's a long story, and you have to see the movie why I got arrested. Yeah, Detective Dell is not messing around anymore in this one. You know, the first one he played it all stupid, but I guess he is still kind of a stupid cop. He's a little more smarter, but and then basically that's about it. That's basically the plot. And you know, it's just like these cops and you know, Woodsboro's all surrounding this killer, and they're after her, and everyone's after her, and everyone's trying to get her, because she's like, you know, crazy. I mean, the Woodsboro is like a big deal. You know, it's like, and then it's happening while Scream 4 is coming out. So it's like the Weinsteins are like, oh, should we pull this movie out of the theater? You know, it's like they're like discussing it. And that's involved in the movie. Like, it's a little hinted out, like, you know, if this did happen in real life, I'm pretty sure that a movie could get pulled like Scream 4 if it's representing it. So I thought that was a really clever idea to do that. It's really different from the first one. If you guys wanted to see that suspense, ghostly feeling again, you're not going to get that in this one. And you're going to get a very dark, evil, revenge kind of killing, mass murdering, bloody film, and that's basically what it is. I try to develop these characters as best as I can. I try to continue the story as best as I could, and try to wrap up the story as best as I could, and kind of answer some unanswered questions from the first one that people are still confused about. If you guys want to know a lot more about Haunting, go to, you know, the video I did about, you know, Haunting Confusions, that video. And that will explain a lot about the film. I'm not getting sick of Ghostface. Maybe a couple of you guys are. I think the hype of Scream 4 went away, and that was what I was worried about. It's like, you know, what are you gonna do? But a lot of people are still, you know, into Scream and Ghostface and everything. So hopefully that they'll enjoy, you know, this one. Or hopefully they'll enjoy another Scream film. A fan-made movie. I mean, I know a lot of fan-made movies out there aren't good, and I'm really surprised that I've inspired a lot of fans that I have. I mean, thank you, 500 subscribers. Thank you. I have like half a thousand now. That I inspired a lot of people to do this, and it's cool because it's like they want to make movies now. They're inspired by me, so it's like I got competitors now. And for people, advice I can give you: just work hard. You know, I mean, of course it's low budget. You don't have all the money in the world. I mean, you're not. You know, I mean, things are not always going to go right. You mean, you know, just work as hard as you can. I mean, the movie might not be the best. I mean, but overall, it's just like it's the best part is know that you've made a movie and that you have it out there. But make sure that you work as hard as you can to make it the best movies possible. I know that you may not get a whole lot of subscribers the first time you upload a movie. I mean, November 1st, I was really surprised how that became a hit when it came out. I mean, when it came out, I was like, okay, ooh, you know, are people gonna like this or not? And it's like the first week, there was barely any responses. And that took about a month, and then it got really, really popular. That, you know, November 1st, and that's why I made November 2nd, and then that got even more popular. And it's still like the most popular movie I've done. It's got a lot of views. And then I went into Haunting, and I didn't know if people were gonna like this, the second one. You know, if they were gonna like this Ghostface story that I was going for, and they liked it, and I know I could confuse a lot of people, and I totally understand that. I mean, but that's what happens sometimes if actors or a direction you went didn't go your way, and sometimes you have to fix things in a very different kind of style, and sometimes that can mess up the story. But hopefully, it can turn out good. And I try really hard to do that. And um, and so in Revenge, I'm picking up Haunting Story. It's a completely different story from the first one, and it's different. I have a lot more to go with the editing. It's a pain in the ass. This one's a pain in the ass to edit, and I only have like a few more days. It's like I have to get everything done by December 12th. I don't have my Mac yet, so